Hello everyone, here I am with the new moon in Cancer broadcast with annular solar eclipse and then also a very important new moon because it's going to happen at 0 degree Cancer and it's going to happen just a few hours after the summer solstice. All these things combined together open up a new space, and then the majority of the astrologers of the world, they talk about the beginning of a new world, a portal, a new energy that is going to represent planting the seed of something new that is going to happen. It's the opening of a new timeline, the opening of a new world, the opening of a new dimension of being. Actually, a new world has dawned. So it's a very, very new beginning, very new energy. It is something we have been waiting for, it is something we have been working for, and it's happening now, just in a couple of days, on the 21st of June 2020. First of all, I would like to talk about the meaning of the annular solar eclipse, because the annular eclipse means that the moon's shadow will cover the center of the sun, leaving a brilliant ring of fire, and then that ring of fire will be visible. This ring of fire is the symbol of destruction, but also is the symbol of new creation, and that energy is going to fuel our own purpose and our own mission. So it's a huge time, furthermore, the summer equinox is the time where Archangel Raphael is still ruling, has been ruling, actually still happening, spring, and Raphael is about a new energy, the spring energy of rebirth, regeneration, the energy is going to bring about, support the sprouting, support the growth of the new life in spring, is going to pass the scepter to Archangel ruler, Uriel, who is the archangel that rules earth, but the earth element, but more than that is the archangel that represents dissolves our thinking in relation to what our little mind thinks is right or wrong, because Uriel has the purpose of dissolving the thinking that keeps us away from the mind of God. So, and supports the planting, the new seed, the new energy. According to the ancient teaching, summer solstice is very important because it represents the ascension to the spiritual father. It represents the celebration of the light of consciousness within ourselves, and it represents the possibility of the inner energy, the possibility of our awakening to the inner light. So it's a climax within the year, because it's also the day of the year where we are going to have the longest day, experience the longest day. So, and from that point on, the light will start smaller and smaller down to the winter solstice, where the light is going to go up again to become more present. So it's a time to celebrate the triumph of the light over the darkness. And when we talk about light and darkness, we mean awakening, and darkness means no consciousness, means not being aware, being in the darkness of matter, not understanding what's happening, not understanding what's right. And then the 0 degree. 0 is a very important point because it's a critical point because it represents the potential, the divine potential to be that can be manifested. 0 is the end, but also the new beginning. So we are closing an era. We are closing a time. We are ending something we have been working for a long time, not only as a person but also as human beings. This is also confirmed by the fact that the North Node at 29 degrees Gemini has the symbol of the show is over. We have completed the exterioration process has been completed, and it's time now to really choose what we want to be. In fact, the moon, this moon in Cancer rules the stomach meridian. The stomach meridian is yellow, and is also the capacity to focus, to concentrate, to listen to a new energy coming through, and the ability to change and adapt to the new. Is that our stomach digests and decompose new information, and the main question here is, how do you nurture yourself? Do you want to receive the universal information from above or not? So Gemini, the sign, the zodiac sign we are still in, is the sign that is associated to Sirius, to our spiritual sun Sirius. And Gemini is a strong sign, zodiac sign related to the etheric body. Through Sirius, through the etheric body, the energy comes through from Sirius, and there is a big shift, movement happening throughout our whole energy system. Many of us have been feeling that energy moving through. Some people told me they were feeling confused, they were feeling overwhelmed. But that energy is the new energy. It is like a waterfall, clearing everything we no longer need. And this moon, because the moon is also one of the ruler of Cancer, is really underline a big question, is actually highlighting a big question within ourselves, which is, what do you nurture? Do you want to nurture the past, what you have been, or do you want to nurture the future? If we think about Cancer as a zodiac sign, Cancer is traditionally the sign of our house. I'm talking about the physical house. Is the sign associated to our genetic lineage. Is the sun also the sign associated to our family, to the family we've been coming from, because it's the sign symbolically when we enter incarnation. Spiritually, esoterically, it is something much deeper, because it's also the foundation of the soul. Which are your foundation? What do you build on? Who are you? So it's very deep meaning, very deep transformation, and it is also the sign of karmic ending. It's a time of endings. It's a time of leaving behind what we have been. Karmic means non-alignment, completed the understanding in order to bring new foundation, okay, for the future. So this is where we are going to be touched, exactly there, because it's about who do you want to be? Do you want to free yourself from the old belief system, from what you think you are, or do you want to remain in prison? It's the house of imprisonment, because we are kept, bear in mind that Cancer has a shell, And instead of bringing the light into our own house, which is our body, our life, we remain imprisoned in our own shell, in our own personality, in our own belief system about what is right and what it should be. And symbolically, because Cancer is associated to another card, a tarot card, but symbolically we are really at a crossroad. And then the key point, this woman with the red and the blue robe in the tarot card is the soul, and the other woman in green and yellow clothes is the life, nature, what we have been told. And this angel, Eros, is asking us, what do you truly love? It's really about love. Are you truly ready to transcend yourself, give yourself fully from the heart and go beyond your limitation? And then, the numerology of the day, this new, as I said, this new moon is going to happen just a few hours after the summer solstice. And on the 21st, well, the summer solstice in Europe is on the 20th. And 21, the day is, the 21st is, in numerology, I am that. The capacity, the ability to see that what is in front of us is what we have created. Do we still want to be that? Or do you want to really recognize ourselves and accept the process of acknowledging who we truly are? Because 21 is a 3, and the 3 really is about see yourself, ask yourself. And 3 in numerology is also the number of the heart, and also in our solar system is the heart bottle. And 6, which is the month, the test is, do you see yourself? Do you recognize yourself? What do you choose? Is in esoteric numerology is the test. Is are you ready to die to the old? Are you ready to open yourself to something completely new? Because the 6 is about dying to yourself and be open to receive a new energy. And because 3 and 6 is a 9, the day and the month, we are going to go through a process of withdrawal in order to find this inner light and leave a huge process of transmutation and reorganization, restructuring of the elements, the 4 elements, because the year is 2020, which is a 22-4, with a 9 is a 13-4, 4 is 4 elements, 4 direction, 4 worlds in the Kabbalah. A new and a restructure the old self. When the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, the process that the caterpillar lives in the cocoon is a complete reorganization, restructuring of the element and the dimension, everything. So it's a process of mutation. And especially year 2020 is in numerology, esoteric numerology, is a process of gestation. So death and rebirth, gestation, giving birth to something new. And the new is about giving birth to what you're meant to be. And 20 and 20 is a 40, get real, go to a process of death and rebirth. So a completely energy. The courage 21 and 6 is a 27, to follow our own heart, to fuse the inner light with matter, to go beyond our idea that matter is something that we only have to work on, but instead of we can create matter, the world of matter from the heart, from our inner self, instead of molding it, chipping it, engraving it as we normally think. So the 0 axis, because the moon will be at 0 degree 21, And again, another 21, new beginning for love. 0 is really the potential, the divine potential, the potential of birth. Is really planting a seed. It's like at the time of this new moon, we will plant a seed that we'll see manifest in many years. You know, we can have in a seed of an oak, we have the whole story and the whole information about what the oak is going to be and manifest itself. But we can't see it yet, and we are right there at this time. So this 0 axis is a very potent point, a potent and supercharged point, which is going to bring big shift and changing and create a big and it's going to manifest on a global level. So humanity is going to a new path is going to open for pathway open for humanity, because it's actually the portal to a new world. And we need really to nurture this new intuitive energy. The moon, this new moon, is telling us, stop hiding, hide no more, follow your heart guidance, follow what you really deeply feel you are. And the big inner conflict that we are going to experience is between freedom and security. Freedom from the old way of being, or security in the sense of remaining bound, the choice of the fear of leaving what we know that makes us feel safe. So is really a sense of security in relation to survival issue, not to really the heart energy, more of a mind energy. So we may stay in the old house, or we may build a new house for ourselves and fill it up with a new light. This is the chart of this lunation, and then this lunation is really about self-preservation. But self-preservation can happen on a physical level, but yeah, we can also choose to preserve ourselves from a spiritual level. We can choose to really be who we truly are. The Sabian symbol of this lunation is a big reorientation, a big change of alliance to it's a sort of a point of no return, because this lunation, the sun and the moon at the same degree are going to create a 𝘰𝘠 aspect with Regulus, which is the royal star associated to Archangel Raphael. You know, they bring the new, with Jupiter, which is going to Saturn, which is going to be conjunct to Palasatina, Jupiter, and then Pluto. Saturn may make us feel the fear of breaking, of leaving the old behind. But Palasatina, which is the asteroid associated to the illumination of the mind, and Jupiter, the openness to the new, the ability to perceive the hidden creative spirit, and then also Pluto, which is going really to ask us to really connect us to our source, to who we truly are. This energy is going to really help us break the old, and something unexpected is going to happen. Something, remember, the 𝘰𝘠 is the divine finger, to take us to a deep process of transformation, and then our will be tested. So how do we use our will is very important, because if we use it correctly, we may become a symbol of courage for others also, and others will follow. So as the North Node is saying, the North Node and the South Node have just changed sign a month ago. After 18 months, they've moved into Gemini, the axis Gemini Sagittarius, and the North Node, which is associated to Dharma, is saying the show is over. The show is over. Your exteriorization is completed, and then you need to move into new. It's something like you have completed a part of your life, but it's up to us whether we want to stay in the illusion that is still alive or move into the new. And Uranus at 9 degrees Taurus is linking us to something deeper, which is our mission. Is this really about the courage to follow our agape? Agape in Greek means the courage to transcend ourselves, to go beyond ourselves, in order to reveal the potential of what we can be, of the potential we have come here for. And we feel that the life we have been living is no longer possible, has come to an end, but somehow we don't trust the heart, and Uranus is asking us to trust the heart. So Chiron in a T-square with the Sun and the Moon, Vulcanus, Vesta and Juno, is telling us that we need to change, revise, go through a revision of attitude, because we are at the beginning of a new cycle of experience. And Juno, the goddess of marriage, the asteroid associated to the goddess of marriage, is, bear in mind that the fire in a deserted house will always be burning, because even if we leave the house, our own house, which means we leave behind what we thought our true essence, let's say like that, our true essence, that light in a deserted house is always shining, is always nurtured by something bigger. It's like even if we don't believe, we know that in a time of need we can always go back to spirit and ask for support. That's the point. So the spiritual power is always there, ready to welcome us when we go back home. It's like go back home, go back to yourself, trust your inner light, trust your inner guidance, because you need to really go beyond the limitation that your mind has put on you and what you were told. So it's a time of new beginning, and it's a big opportunity for us to welcome that new beginning, to welcome our true self. So yeah, at the time of this lunation, go within and open yourself to the new, even if you don't really make any choice in your life, but just surrender to your true self, to who you truly are. So wishing you a wonderful new moon, a wonderful summer solstice. It's going to be between Sunday and Monday will be intense, and actually Saturday and Sunday will be intense. So sending you many blessings, and trust your heart, trust what you are meant to be and the reason you have come here for. Even if you don't remember, is still there. The fire in the house, deserted house, is still burning. Lots of love. Bye bye.